In this lesson, I'll talk you through how to share your showreel with the world, including the best export settings and ratios for different social media platforms. We'll then look at how to use your showreel to introduce yourself into the industry. So let's jump in. So the first task at hand is to sign up to lots of social media websites. So when I started out, I signed up to the top 10 social media websites at the time. And then after 2 or 3 months, you see which ones are working for you, which ones you enjoy and are gaining traction, and then work around that. If you already have an Instagram for work, then that's great, get posting. But if you only have an Instagram or other social media channels with holiday photos and that night that you don't remember, then maybe think of starting a new channel purely for design-related content only, as clients will check on your social media links. There's no surefire way to get followers as the algorithm is constantly changing, and I personally don't feel that it's a healthy mindset to start going down this path of chasing likes and thumbs up blindly. So I try to focus on producing the work that I like and aiming at the clients that I want to collaborate with, as opposed to producing content 7 times a week. So you have to choose personally what works for you in terms of quality and quantity. The main social media platforms I use are Vimeo, LinkedIn, Instagram Stories, and YouTube. Here are the formats for them. So you can simply right-click, import file, select a video, click import, and we can drag this directly into a new composition. And then we'll go composition, composition settings, and we can just take the tick out of the lockbox here. And for an Instagram post, it can be 1080 by 1080. For a standard YouTube or Vimeo, 1920 by 1080, so this video will be absolutely fine to upload directly to there. So we just change the format there, click OK. And now this is great for Instagram, but we can just play with the position. So hit P on the keyboard, keyframe the position at the start here, and towards the end, maybe keyframe it a bit further right, and just give it a little nudge with the arrow keys here. So it just moves a little bit to the right there, so it's nice and smooth, but stays in the composition that I want. So that's great there. And we can call this composition Instagram. And then we can duplicate this, Control and C, Control and V, and call this Instagram Story. Double click in here, and we'll change the composition settings to the width at 1080 and the height at 1920 for a mobile phone. And we'll right click this, transformation, fit to comp height. And then we can just reposition these keyframes to see if that's working. That looks like it's working there already. So on a mobile phone, it will look like this. And we can simply add both of these to Media Encoder. So composition, add to Adobe Media Encoder queue. And the same with this one here. And leave this to load up. Once they've both loaded up, it'll come up like this. So we'll do these as H264 again, and you can see Instagram Story and the Instagram one here. And again, the matching source will copy the properties of the actual composition. So for the Instagram, we can do maybe medium bitrate to keep the high quality, and Instagram is going to compress it anyway. And then we can save the output folders by clicking here and save. And then simply click play. And I usually work directly to Dropbox, so once I save it there, I can access it and download it on my mobile phone, ready to post to social media. So another quick tip is to pace yourself, so maybe do batch designs. So create 10 to 52 of these different designs, and then you can start posting maybe 1 or 2 a week to get a steady flow of followers and engagement from potential clients. And also to get extra work, maybe show the BTS footage, maybe screenshots or photographs of the behind the scenes and breakdown of your designs, like sketches and the actual process of it. This gives clients confidence that you have a structured workflow in place. So I'll leave a few links in the resource section below, so you can post out on the Reddit After Effects forum, or maybe a Facebook forum where it's the Adobe Creative Cloud or After Effects, along with a few other links. And there are always going to be 3 main things that you're going to be battling against when you're going to be a professional designer. And it's important that you try and focus on one of the things that is holding you back the most. So number 1, skill. This is your skill level, so is enough time being invested into the piece of software that you're trying to learn. Number 2, your equipment. So is your equipment up to scratch? Is it running smoothly and efficiently? And number 3, the output. How is your work getting seen into the world? So your website, your social media platforms, and your workflow. So focus on the one that is lacking the most out of these 3. There's no point in having a £4,000 laptop if you don't know how to use it, or spending all these years developing amazing artistic skills if you have zero visibility online and clients can't get to your work. And the last tip that I'll give you in this lesson is to use Google. And what I mean by that is to start problem solving. It's one of the biggest indicators to tell if someone's going to be successful, to try and build up a healthy habit of becoming proactive. So you have to understand the process and fix the issue. This builds up confidence and gives you and your client the peace of mind if any issues crop up in the future. So try and find the process to fix this, or search online if people have already solved this. When I was younger, I used to ask my dad lots of technical questions when things used to go wrong with my computer, and he would always say, "Google is your friend." This instilled the mindset of searching for solutions myself. So when After Effects error code 182 pops up, I just type in the error code into Google, and the first 2 things that pop up are forms with people telling me to do a complete clean reinstallation of After Effects. And the solution is found within less than 30 seconds. So go ahead and export multiple clips of your work in the correct dimensions for your social media channels and get sharing your work to the world. So there we are. Now that we've covered everything you need to know to create a showreel and get it out into the world, let's move on to the final lesson, which will be the final project.